Kemper Profiler Tones and Talks episode. We're still in no man's land. It doesn't matter. And again, I said it before. What does matter? Thomas Dill is with us. He knows a lot about the Kemper Profiler. Hi, Thomas. And this time again, two guys sitting with guitars, and let's see if we're going to play or not. Anyways, but guitar and guitar tone is our one of our very favorite subjects. So let's get into it. We are in, let me throw that rig at you season still. Mm-hmm. So you have something, but this time we want to change it a little bit. So tell us a little bit about it and maybe give us your idea about that rig.
Okay, I thought about, all the time we had some nasty stuff, some shapers, some fuzzes, so doing some sweet, some nice sounds. I have one, but with a little dirt back, let's say dirt backing. And the topic for this, or the feature for this sound and rig is the parallel path, what I'm using. And I think not much guitar players are using this parallel path, and I think definitely not much people know that there is a parallel path and what does it do. So going further, I show you the rig.
The parallel path is maybe the no, let's not get into conspiracy theories here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see a compressor, acoustic simulator, an amp, which is, what did I use? Yeah, the value, my profile of the Blue Italian amp, which is also in the Profiler player content and will be in a future rig pack. And a chorus, spring reverb, natural reverb. So the idea behind that is to have acoustic guitar and electric guitar at the same time. So you hear a bit of acoustic guitar. But with some dirt in the background. It depends on how hard you hit the strings. So I think with a softer pick, it sounds a bit smoother. So, okay.
This triggers some musical memories with me. And but I think they're still touring. There's an American band called the Brandos. You most probably don't know. The Brandos. Have you heard of them? Well, it doesn't matter, but I think they are pretty great. They play this mix of southern pure American rock and roll with a little bit of Mexican aspects into it and some Irish stuff as well. Great songwriters, and they have a song which is the one that comes to my mind. It's called Gunfire at Midnight, and they have mic'd their electric guitars while they are this typical band who are playing, Gibson Les Pauls and stuff like that into, Marshalls and high watts, and have this natural stack distortion.
Yeah.
for the rhythmical, song-orientated rock and roll, and they've mic'd their electric guitars on top of that. So you have this string,
Yeah.
this acoustic string stuff, which goes along with the the rock and roll stack, and that's similar what I'm hearing from you right now.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
It's I do that really often to stack acoustic guitars for recordings, stacking acoustic guitars, playing chords, and playing some dirty chords with a Telecaster, a crunch amp, and just to have this attack from the acoustic guitar, and you have the dirtiness from the amp and from the electric guitar. And that's what I'd like to combine in this rig. So now let's take a closer look to that one.
And especially this parallel path thing.
Yes. So you find the parallel path. No, here we are. Here it is, parallel path on. So if I would turn that off, we have the signal, compressor, acoustic simulator going through the amp and cap, and it sounds like that. Absolutely too much.
Yes.
But with the parallel path, that does this one. The compressor and the acoustic simulator, so effect module A and B, are routed directly to the output. So that means the signal is going from here into the output. No stack and everything. And the other signal is coming from the input, going not through module A and B, but then if I had module C and D, and then stack and everything to the output. So that means with a parallel mix, you can hear this is the amp signal. With all the to the left, we have the compressor and the acoustic simulator. So now I can mix that. So if I would like to have the amp a bit louder, going to the plus setting. So this will be a cool, crisp setup. And this will be a more feature for the acoustic simulator. And it's nice if you turn down the volume on the guitar. So the chorus is just to add some modulation, spring reverb to get a bigger room, and the natural reverb is room simulation, or the spring reverb is more for some vibe, spring reverb vibe, and bigger room vibe, and the natural reverb is simulating the recording room. So the settings for the compressor are really drastic. So intensity at 6.2, attack 6.2, squash at plus 1.5, the mix level at 74%, and the volume is raised a bit. And the acoustic simulator is also volume turned up so that there is no amp in that case when I send the signal to the output. So I need a bit more power and a higher level. Pick up at the middle, body really down. So to have, if I would turn that up, there will be a really more low end, but I don't really want that. I want only the acoustic simulator to give my sound a little bit more crispness. So this crispy attack sound. So therefore I turn the body really down and the bronze plus 2.9, sparkle a little bit down, and mix level at 100%. Maybe if you like to have the direct guitar on that one, you can turn down the mix level. So wait a minute, going here. So this takes the crispiness. Here we have this high frequencies. If you don't like them, sometimes with full range speakers, it can be a bit too much. So then turn the mix level a little bit. And then blending in the amp. So that's the dirty acoustic guitar sound.
That's actually a very good idea because I'm just thinking it's a nice alternative for well, if you have not so many instruments in a band, and or if you're a singer-songwriter and you want to create some mess with having access to having the possibility to dial it in smoothly and not just switch do hard switches. That's pretty interesting because you could morph the parallel. No, you can't.
I couldn't do it now. Just in that second while you were talking, I thought about that too.
Okay.
But I don't think that these rig parameters are morphable.
I remember that it was. Let me just check here. They are actually.
They are. So
They are.
then I've got a better version on my computer here. So it should be.
Because because I have it too. Let me just have now my maybe take on this. Do you see the rig manager?
Yes.
And I just here you see I just have.
Oh yeah. Good.
That's my Dano with the neck pickup. Just in single coil mode. And now if I morph.
Yeah.
I haven't connected the pedal here.
But sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, and also maybe change as you go with the parallel mix. You can add, even more madness to the M tone, maybe more gain or more low end, so you can go from nice and friendly
Yeah, maybe
singer-song.
from acoustic to electric.
Yeah, that's one thing. You can go from acoustic to electric, and you can have stuff in between as well. If you're this friendly guy, all kumbaya and stuff, and then you add a little bit of griddle, for some bridges. So which I can't because I have no morphing pedal here, and then for the chorus, then you can do full metal village
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just dial this in just with the morphing pedal
yeah,
and not needing to do hard switches, and you
yeah.
just have it on your foot while you're sitting
And
on
you
your
have it really smooth. So this is, I think, I like these settings to have a
yeah.
smooth change, not these drastic changes. So it's for me, it's always very strange to have some people clean guitar and then turning to most high gain sounds, so that there is of two different worlds. Sometimes it works great, but sometimes it's it doesn't feel right. So it's great to have these smoother sounds and
Yeah.
smoother changes.
Yeah, especially when you're in an ensemble setting, that's a little bit reduced in terms of if you're in a trio or so,
Yeah,
then usually these hard switches don't work so
yeah,
well. Well, sometimes they might, but they have to be how would you say well well set. And
yeah,
it's more organic usually if you have a clean sound and then you have an in between, a little bit crunch sound, edge of breakup, and then you go to some more extreme stuff. And if you do it in an organic way,
yeah,
for bands like who is very well known for this, well, Limp Bizkit, for example, still, Wes
yeah,
Borland is doing this. He has this totally compressed, highly compressed, clean sounds with the delays and stuff, and then he goes to mega boutique metal sounds, but he's accompanied by some other stuff, the DJ
yeah.
and
And that
keyboards and
works
stuff.
for that kind of music. So
Yeah, yeah,
for that modern rock style stuff, or let's say Rammstein, total clean synth sounds and then blast from the guitars. So that works in that context from the music. But at a more vintage sounding singer-songwriter stuff, it would be too much then to go to the 11 setting.
right. And if you, as you mentioned, Rammstein, I can hear. I just a couple of weeks ago I attended a Till Lindemann show and
Yeah.
met the guys and showed them the player and stuff. And he has two acoustic songs. One is called you know this one,
It
Tanz.
was the player in Rammstein. Your computer interacted with the
Okay,
player in
wow.
Rammstein.
So he has two acoustic songs. The new one's called Tanzlehrerin,
Okay.
which is called Dance Instructor, and the other one is Knebel, German stuff. And they start with this. And in the end, as it's still Lindemann, they end up in a complete metal drop C tuned mayhem. But now with this one, you could do a very organic blend because they try to, increase a little bit the drama in between while then going back to this part and then going crazy. Um, I will. We should mention this to them. This
Yep.
opportunity. Yeah, that's pretty cool, and it's also great to add some effects and do it in a softer way because in the background. Because with the acoustic simulator, when you have the treble on the strings and you have a delay running or a reverb, you either have to completely dull the delay and the reverb, or your high frequencies usually get
Yeah. Very
overrepresented in the delay as well. And if you run these coming to it, the tone coming from an amp,
yeah.
it's much smoother and it gives a nicer bed behind your acoustic stuff. So that's definitely something to experiment and try what this can do for
And
you. And
you can, if you don't like to have this dirt amp, just turn it to a clean amp and add this a little bit to the acoustic sound. Maybe also, wait a minute.
I have a request, but go on first, just not to
So
forget it.
the amp gain is at 2.6. So now, parallel mix, acoustic, with a bit of electric. So you have this acoustic style sound, and what I like to say is the chorus, the mix level is at 50%. So if you like to have some modulation, now the electric path is really down. You see it, it's at, yeah, where are we? Here, minus 3.5. So if I increase the mix level, this will be the electric guitar sound. So a little bit more of the chorus. But now turning down the mix level is less chorus, less electric guitar, but the chorus is there to make some stereo modulation.
Yeah. Cool.
Just an advice to play with that sounds and to get something better out of it.
Right, and I have a request. If you can go to the original tone you started with
Yeah.
today, when you had the acoustic with the electric, as a double concept.
So this is it.
Right, and if you go to the rig manager, if you would put a double tracker after the vintage chorus,
Okay.
because then it should.
Double tracker is at EQ, right? Yeah.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, make it white
White.
and switch it off first, play, that we get a little bit of an idea. Switch it on now. And the thing is that I can't hear it because I'm hearing you via.
Okay, you will hear it when I
you,
send you the audio
yeah,
file.
and you send the audio file because it's cutting with the microphone, and I don't have the sensation. But I could tell from your reaction that there was some beauty in there. Is it
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it could sound a little bit more like two guitars are playing?
Yes, yes.
And that's something also you can save hotel, travel, and stuff from the second. No, I'm just joking, of course.
The second bandmate, the drinks.
Of course, but it adds to your arsenal of tools to impress people, even in small settings, even when you're just a singer-songwriter and on your own, you can have pretty impressive sounds going. Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward
really nice.
to you sending that track to hear that, and also to try this out myself, because now I have this rig as well. It just came to my mind in this moment. That might be
Yeah,
something.
great idea. I will save that with a double tracker for rig exchange
Okay, cool.
so that everybody can have it.
Wonderful. Yeah. Again, you will get the specials with the big guys. And one friend of the company said he has the big brother, which is the stage in his case, the big brother for the bus, for the tour bus, and the little brother for the plane.
Yeah.
So he
Well,
made bread and butter versions of his big tones for the player, and is now flexible to have the best of both worlds. Yeah, it works, and yeah, I'm looking forward to see what the people will bring. We will meet at NAMM, which might be over when this episode hits, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, if you haven't anything to add to this one, I think that's another good inspiration, and I will definitely will play around with this. Cool.
check out.
And the parallel path is not in the player, right?
No, I didn't see it.
No, no. You're right. It's not.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we'll see how all these things will go with the development of these platforms and things like this. And yeah, so thanks again as usual, but especially this time for this smart idea. And yeah, we'll see you soon, and maybe we will bring some stories from NAMM and some interviews. But it's usually pretty loud there, so we'll have to see. Thomas, thank you so much, and bye next time.
Bye.